Hello and welcome to a special event, a special live trading stream in this Power Hour today. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. We have in the house, there in the middle, we've got Coach Severin, and there on the left or right, depending on how you are sitting in front of your computer, we've got Scott and myself, Coach Igor at Chat Champions. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We have a few nice things lined up to you all. Nice to see everybody in the chat. Smash those likes to get started, and I'm going to pass the floor over to Mr. Scott, who's going to get some intro going on. So, hello, everybody. Let's do a quick sound check as well, make sure everything's okay.
Sound check, 1 BTC, 2 BTC, 3 BTC, 4. Let me know if you can all hear me.
90K.
Happy days, 90K. Well, if you can all hear me, it sounds like we can. I just wanted to say a good afternoon or a good evening to you all. Sincerely hope that you've had a good day. We are here for the most exciting hour of the trading day, the Power Hour trading. We've just kicked that off with L session here. And we had an interesting morning. We had the inflation numbers coming out pretty much as forecast. We also had core inflation coming out as well, pretty much as forecast. So everything on the inflation front looking okay, leading to a bit of a positive bullish development today, with yesterday having on ES and NQ just a really range-bound day. However, profiles formed a P shape, giving us that insight that maybe today was going to be bullish. On the other end of the spectrum, we've got Bitcoin just absolutely ripping off faces, ruining people's lives. I'm sorry, not ruining people's lives, making people's lives amazing. In the FOMO. No, I'm just kidding. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. But what about you, Severin? How are you doing? What's going on in your world?
Hello. I hope you can all hear me. And yeah, what an incredible day it's been. So in terms of trading opportunities, we had an amazing day today. So today I will also share something, so a snippet from my daily plan that I did this morning. I will show you how it played out. I am still in one short trade on NASDAQ. So from the previous week value area high, I'm still in one short trade. That trade is now up $1,700 at the moment. That is quite nice. But what I want to show you is the power of doing daily plans, and then, knowing exactly how to enter, and then, make some great profits. So today has been an amazing day. I have far exceeded my daily profit goal already, but that's not what it's about. But in terms of opportunities, it's been amazing.
Yes, it
Brilliant.
sure has been. And with that, I wanted to just make a quick announcement. We do have, as mentioned, a giveaway, but we're going to give you all the details of that very shortly. We're going to focus a little bit here, try and find some high quality trades like we always do, and then we'll get into the awards maybe a little bit later, if that works for you guys.
Yep, it
Sounds
works
good.
for me.
Sounds good.
Let's start
Alrighty.
scanning these charts as well. I mean, BTC has been really volatile. I mean, Daniel earlier provided a really nice short to you, to all the community, and then we sniped a long as well from the New York VWAP. So obviously now we're actually just below 90K. We're actually still dropping there on BTC, so it's slight pullback, but it's not just on BTC. We also see NQ and ES pulling back as well. So it's across the board. So yeah, let's see if we can get into some trades. Obviously, Seven is already short on a. Did you say a different account?
I am on NASDAQ, so
Okay.
it's on my left screen. I can share that if you want.
That's okay. No, that's fine. I'll just pop I'll pop Scott's screen up. I've got your screen there as well. And then I'll share my screen as soon as I see anything here for us all. I just wanted to say a quick hello to everybody. We've got a few people in the house. So please smash those likes for us. It's always nice to, have you guys supporting the channel. We obviously doing this special for the month of November to kind of showcase what we do at Chat Champions. During the week, we do host these live streams for the members. We have a lot of fun. We try obviously to share some, technical analysis, some insights of how we approach the market. So give us some likes. It's nice to see some familiar names in there. So hello everybody. And yeah, let's scan the charts. I'll keep you guys there on that screen so everybody can see us all. And meanwhile, I'll share also my screen on BTC, so we can scan some trades here. So this is this morning my plan, and I was looking for a little drop to that 87,600. We actually never got it since get-go. We just since this morning when I was doing the update, was looking for a little pullback down into that 87,600 just to at least give me a better risk to reward trade and then use the lowest stop. But we started just like 9:30, 10:30. We never even got a little deeper pullback, and with me being myself, risk to reward, I wanted to see a little pullback, but we didn't get it. So price broke out, and since the open, it's just been making higher highs and higher lows, obviously up to the New York Open. My targets to the upside, the last one was 93,500, but look, we exceeded that. I mean, this is BTC. BTC loves to exceed targets, especially on a bull market like we've seen recently. This RTH candle is actually looking a little bit more sort of like a big selling tail up there from 94 all the way down to 90, so that's quite a nice pullback. But this is the sort of plan I do every day for the members. I post this on a chat, and we go over the daily higher time frame up, one time framing up on a weekly, monthly as well. The profile shapes, where's value. We did have that week high, which was 90,730, which we obviously hit earlier this morning. So that would have been the target. So the trade I was looking for this morning was a little pullback just below the lows of the morning session. And then a push back above the highs, which obviously in the end did come to fruition, but we never got the pullback. But nice to see this just continuously moving higher. So nice pullback now into yesterday's settlement. So I've got the settlement here at $90,090, and that is the actual low now. So let's see if we can get a nice opportunity to potentially take a long. That high is not the best. I can already see that. It's not a good finished high, even though on RTH here on the left we can see it looks okay. I wouldn't class this, locally as the best high here. So I'll keep scanning, and if I see a nice little trade, we'll sure take it. Actually, we can actually zoom in now lower on a 1 minute, and then just see, there you go. So that little move from the settlement. Yeah, let's keep scanning, and I'll take a trade when I see. So obviously, as always, not financial advice. Everything is for educational purposes only. Yeah, here to have some fun with you all.
Yeah, so if you can share my screen real quick, Bitcoin is actually at a nice support at the moment, which I was keeping an eye on. So for transparency, I'm also in a short trade for 93,000. My stop loss at this point is at break even. What we can see here is that price is retesting this uptrend, or this little bit of a consolidation anchored VWAP. This is also this range value area high as well as previous supply. So there is a setup here on Bitcoin, if still looking for higher prices coming off of the idea that this high doesn't look finished. And for me, this is actually a very important level, because if that is lost, I would not be surprised to see a rotation into the low down here, which will be at 85,212. So there is a long trade setup right as we speak, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see the same. Yeah, I can see the same trade actually developing here.
So this would look something along these lines, aiming for a new high.
Let's see if we can claim VWAP. I mean, I know a lot of people here on the YouTube chat will like BTC.
Oh yeah, there's VWAP there.
Let's see if we can claim VWAP here at 91. I'm going to take a look at the profile as well.
Yeah, for me, since I'm in this short trade, I'm not taking this long trade. For me, this short trade has potential to hold it for a little longer, but I do see this setup. But yeah, other than that, I can share my left screen real quick. Let me see if I can swap screens.
Yeah, I've got your screen over.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to my left screen real quick to show you my short trade that I'm currently in. This is over here on NASDAQ. You can see that from previous week value area high, sitting in 1,600 profits.
Nice one, mate.
So yeah, that is a beautiful trade. I want to show you real quick what I do every morning. And this is my Discord channel here, which you get access to if you are a member of CC. And I do my daily plans for ES and Nasdaq. On Nasdaq, I was saying first scalp short area is the previous day value area low retest. You can see that here, right? First target, second target is previous week value area high. And what we've done is first target was hit, previous day value area low. I did take the short trade. And now, as you have seen right here, I did also take the short trade at previous week value area high. So both levels given in the daily plan this morning. This is what I do every day across markets. So yeah, very, very nice to see how that played out. And yeah, now I'm waiting for a new setup. For now, I'm staying in this short trade. No reason to adjust anything. And yeah.
Yeah, I
Nice
was
one, my friend.
looking at a potential setup here on NASDAQ. We had a retest of the New York VWAP plus the VWAP on top of the previous day equilibrium, as well as the New York Open. Currently, there's a 3-candle setup forming. It looks like the reversal candle actually went a little farther than I would have liked, so the invalidation is now too big. But if we do get a retest at that level, I'm going to be very interested if we get a retest of that.
Yeah, I like both Yes and NQ and BTC currently. You know, this is the first pullback we've had in a while. I mean, the market has been trending higher all afternoon, and this is the nice first pullback. But it's been quite extensive to the downside. So at each period, so this is the NQ, J open, instant move back down, K open, instant move back down. Now we've got the L period trying to form a somewhat swing low. I like it, but yeah, as you said, the risk here, as soon as we snapped out of the range low at 50, around the 50, we've gone too far. So the risk here, like let's say you take a long here, I mean, you're looking for a $560 stop loss. So, you know, with NQ, you want to be a little bit more accurate and have a little bit better risk. You can go with a break, but then, you know, there's nothing stopping this to come back down and retest and take the actual liquidity down to 50. So a short trade is still good because we've got nice liquidity down there. But let's see over the next few minutes what develops here. I mean, maybe 92s for the short. So 92s and then all the way down to 50s. That would be nice. So let's see if we get that on stream here with you.
Yeah, and someone was asking about the Bitcoin short trade, how I managed to get into that one. I can show this on the lower time frames, and it was a 5-minute .75 retest up here. So that is where I was looking for a specific entry strategy that I developed, and I got into my short trade around here. Okay, so that is my short trade entry. And besides that, yes, the daily plans are available for the champion members. So that's what we all post every morning, or do it via a live stream in the morning. So yeah, it's these streams have been very profitable. So let us know, how do you like the daily plans in the chat for those following along.
Everybody likes a good plan.
Oh yeah, that was actually a nice bounce on ES of this previous day EQ retest in confluence with overnight session supply zone. Good.
I also like
into.
Also like BTC, but again, we're around it snapped so fast back inside. So I'm waiting for a little pullback here to see if we can get onto this trend. I like the lows down there. There was a nice, good low into the settlement at 90K, but the initial move was really good. Now we got a little bit. Yeah.
But you can see it's trying to claim the VWAP now.
Yeah. And if you have any questions in the chat, please always do ask us. We do our best to get to you all. Scott does an amazing job of sometimes looking at the or filtering some of the questions and pass it on to us at the end. We'll dedicate a few minutes at the end to go over those.
Yes, and I do see some great questions coming through, and just want to give a shout out to a few people in the chat because I see a lot of familiar faces: Florence, Christian, Joshua, MK, Figure Eight, Keegan, Maxime, Moopf, Legendary Battles, Marco. It's good to see all you folks. Really, really excited that you've had some time to join us here today, and hoping we can find some good trades here in this time that we're together.
Nice. Yeah, look at that run. Even on ES, NQ, BTC, all alike, with a nice move snapped up from the lower levels on there.
From VWAPs. Yeah, from VWAPs, really.
Yeah, VWAPs,
very nice.
paying the bills.
I will say it is nice to see this market moving a little bit more in confluence, because over the last couple of weeks, some of you may or may not have noticed that, like previously this year, where we had the full ensemble of stocks and indexes and everything moving together, and over the last couple of weeks, as we've reached all-time high prices, things have gotten a little more choppy. We've had some divergences in price. We've had some higher highs and higher lows separated on indexes by indexes, and so it's been a little bit interesting. It's been a hair choppy and just a little bit of maybe overextended price action, but it is nice to see everything moving together as a unit today. So that's nice.
Definitely.
That's true.
Confluence. ES, NQ Confluence, and BTC as well. Yeah, ES is trying to break the one-time framing lower. Sorry.
No. You go ahead.
Yeah, so ES is here trying to break one-time framing lower. So we are J, K, and we've just attempted to go all the way up to K. So this is it's a nice sign of strength, but obviously not broken yet. So the trend is still down for now. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye here.
And I will say that we have had today a break of the initial balance high on both ES and NQ, probably on Bitcoin too, I would imagine, but I don't have that pulled up. And what I would say about that is there's a statistic that I've been looking at that says that once you have a break of the initial balance high, the chances of a break of the other side of the initial balance high actually go down very significantly. So we could be interested in positioning long here as we get a little bit of a deep retest into the initial balance, even all the way down to the open. But we've had obviously a nice move out of there. So let's see if they can close L session out of here. Maybe we get a retest in K session and we get a long trade here.
Yeah, NQ struggling with that 92 still that we spoke earlier. It's kind of the resistance. I'm trying to see if it kind of like snaps above it and then goes into the 200s. And then I'm looking to see if ES can break that. What's that? 2350.
Cool. And we can see this NASDAQ bounce right here. I'm going to show this on trading view. If you can go over to my screen real quick.
It is up.
So I am very, when it comes to trading, I am very statistically driven. Okay, I love tracking statistics. I don't know where that comes from because I hated doing statistics in university, but in trading, that's a different story.
Well, that's because you get paid to do it now.
True,
yeah.
True. Yeah, that
you can see the returns instantly. Yeah.
Yeah, I can share the statistic on public because I've never seen a statistic that crazy. But what we can see is that NASDAQ is just stuck in between this statistic key level, right? So yesterday we had the move into this key level for a perfect bounce into my next key level. We rejected this, retesting the key level again. Now we're forming a little bit of unfinished lows. What we can see here, today's key level actually offered a perfect rejection. We made a new high, struggled a little bit with yesterday's key level, and now we flip this daily key level into support again. So maybe we have a little bit more upside on NASDAQ, at least into this previous demand here. So this would be a move of maybe another 100 ticks to the upside. I'm not saying I would long here, but in terms of this key level ping pong here, that looks good to see a little bit more upside. So this key level is very incredible, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, nice to see the perfect respect here.
Yeah,
and the champions members know exactly what I'm talking about, but please don't share.
It's a secret
sauce. Okay, so yeah, NQ still struggling here with that big psychological 200, but I think we might take it the upside. spend so much time here now around that 92 all the way, and I'm going to share my screen. Spend all of this time. Look, that 92 was what I was looking for earlier. There you go. There's a 200 now being hit. We've now broken the swing high to the left on 200, so that's nice. On NQ we have yeah, there you go. So that's good as well. ES is still flirting with that K high, and as we speak, it's trying to break it. So yeah, that's a nice bullish move. And on BTC, obviously from that settlement, we've already moved. Yeah, that's about 320 ticks, which is good, ridiculously good.
Yep. You want to see that off those key levels.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see. I wish we would have got a nice retest there. That would have been beautiful. But
Yeah, this
sometimes
is it. It was right on top of the hour, right? As we started with the introductions, and then it just snapped in very quickly. So that's just as we started the stream, but we'll find something. Maybe pull back down to, okay, so BTC now, let's see, 90,000, between 91 and 9,800, and that's on the CME. And we'll have a nice giveaway later.
Yes, absolutely. We'll give you the details here very shortly.
Oh, yeah.
Just waiting to get to a good point in our stream after we've had a little time to trade. And yes, John Anderton, I can look at your question. Yes, I will. Will do. Give me some time.
Yeah, that move. It's been a trade on its own, really. RTH mid from yesterday, NQ, ES as well. Very, very technical, but kind of missed that one.
Yep. And by the time I saw it, it was still a good trade, but it was just a little too big for my risk appetite.
Yeah.
A little more than what I'm willing to risk on one contract,
I
especially
agree.
when we are in sort of a downtrend locally. I mean, just really locally. So, yeah.
I agree with that. In comparison to today's session, this power hour is fairly slow thus far, because today we've had some big volatility actually. Now it's slowing down a little bit. Nasdaq, I would like to see a rise into the previous weak point of control for a new trade, to be honest. Other than that, I don't see a short trade here. The long trade is missed. On ES also, I need another rise. Can't take a short trade here, really. So a little bit more patience required.
Yeah, if anything, a little quick short scalp down into support.
Yep, we are at the 50 on the 5 minute. We all
Yeah.
know how much he gets respected. 50 SMA.
On the NQ, you said.
That's on the NQ, yep. And maybe on the ES as well. Check 5 minute time. Not quite on the ES. We have rejected just at the 24 level. I know you're looking for 25, just a little higher, Igor.
Yep.
Maybe we'll get that. Still got about 6 minutes left in this session.
Yep.
Maybe we could take a look at BTC as well. I know somebody was asking if you guys had checked the order flow recently to see if there was any divergences or anything going on that front.
I've not been looking at divergences because, to be quite frankly honest, this market has been just really bullish. So you know, it's been 0 shorts and many longs, and yeah, so far so good. But yeah, you can't ignore the fact that here we are at $90,000. I mean, $90,000 on BTC. I'll share my screen. So the high doesn't look like it's in yet, to be honest. This high doesn't look like it's in. Yeah. Even if we get a nice pullback now, it just looks unfinished. I don't like it. But yeah, I mean, this looks okay down here. I actually like this formation here. If we can hold between, like I was saying earlier, that 90,000 on the CME is a little bit different, but yeah, 90,400 here on Bybit to 90,150. In other words, keep above this sort of like Keep price above the 90,080. So stay above this. This is nice. We've already made a good low. We're breaking this high, so having a little pullback. That's why I'm entertaining the fact that we could potentially have a little short down into it. But like I said this morning and during the morning update as well, I don't really like taking the shorts at the moment because the market's just been really, really good for the upside. So yeah, let's. I'm going to set alert here just in case we're answering questions and we miss it. So I'm going to set an alert there very quickly. We're going to look at Delta as well. Yeah, we have quite a few silly bears down there, as you can see down there. We got minus 44 million. This is yeah, this is good fuel for a squeeze if obviously price managed to claim. I mean, we've done one high. We need at least these here, and they can get into trouble. You can see the view up right underneath there. So yeah, we're flirting with view up. This is okay. So let's see over the next few minutes what happens here. Jump on it.
Yeah, I just wanna bring one more thing to your attention, and this is why I was taking the short trade after seeing a little bit of local weakness. Okay, so this trade here is still valid in terms of a scalp trade. I was already explaining that. I just checked the order flow and I was seeing this is also previous day value area high, it's previous day point of control, so there's definitely good support here. Okay, but I want to explain this line right here. It's actually a channel. If I go to the weekly time frame, okay, this is this massive channel. If we connect this all-time high price action from back where we hit 69,000, okay, so a channel connecting these two highs and then this low at 15,000, then we can see middle of the channel pretty well respected, and for the first time since a very long time we are testing the top of the channel. Okay, so in terms of high time frame resistance, there's definitely something here. I don't know if you've seen it, so the Champions members definitely did. Daniel had a nice Elliott wave target up here, so there is some resistance that is lining up up here. Okay, for me that was the reason to be interested in this short trade, just because I'm thinking this has a nice risk to reward ratio if it plays out. So for me, I am willing to take this risk just because we are at resistance. And if we claim this high once more, I'm completely honest with you, my next target is psychological, and that is 100,000. So it's going to be interesting. It's interesting what we do here.
100k makes absolutely perfect sense. I mean, the long trade, the champions know very well, was the long trade from 53k that we all did, and that trade was based on the monthly time frame, and it was from 50k. So from 50 to 100,
let's double it.
Yeah, let's double it. It's a perfect range, and yeah, here we are reaching that 95k. So you're 5k away from basically target. So it's going to be okay to see price retracing, consolidating, range bound, as you see on NQ, as you see on ES when we approach these big higher time frame levels, big psychological levels. So yeah,
but this is my short trade target, by the way. So if this plays out, so my trade is risk-free. I've locked a take profit one. If I will be stopped, that's going to be a break-even trade, more or less. But if we start to roll over here, I wouldn't be surprised. Or what I always do is search for the next best supply zone, and that will be at 72,000. So that's just why I was looking for the short trade. High time frame resistance. I do see that we are in a bull market. Everything is bullish and this and that. But yeah, that is something I'm keeping in mind here. You check this uptrend, anchored view up. It's still very far away. Yeah, so Bitcoin, super interesting to see this price action here. I can see a lot of volume traded on Bitcoin. So that's great to see. Now back to the futures. Are you guys looking for any setups?
I'm looking at NQ here. I've just pulled along very quickly. I like the price action here, but stop is literally right here. If we break this, then I want to be out. We also have just the M period about to open, so we're kind of like on top of the hour. I just took the long, but we have in 8 seconds the new period open. So I'm going to really minimize my risk and just move stop even higher. So I'm risking $70. I just wanted to be on this one just in case we did move high. I'm going to show my screen. This is what I'm trying to do here. And we might just get stopped out. There you go, coming down to take us. But I did like the price there, but it looks like it wants to go even below. Yeah, there you go. So I got stopped out. Let me see if I can sweep that low, come back inside, and then I'll potentially go back inside it. Wouldn't mind to see this just having a nice little pop. It just looked here, you can see there. So it came down, held, came back inside. It was the higher low there. That's what I got in. I actually saw it going into making another higher high here locally, but then it just failed now on the period switch over. So we're at the top of the hour here as well. So Scott, I think we have some things to do, but I'll be looking here to see if we can go back into that trade because I still like it, but we'd have to reclaim that high now there. Go back to your screen there.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to also note that, we could be reaching a period of euphoria in these charts, especially after the election a few weeks ago. We've had a lot of hype around Tesla, around Bitcoin. These things are very, very, very bullish at the moment. But I will say this, that a lot of times when your friends start texting you and asking you about BTC, and your grandma's texting you asking if now is a good time to buy, that is typically a good sign that the market may be a little bit overexhausted. And but that being said, I don't think that we're at all at the top for Bitcoin, so to speak. But I will say there's one thing happening. It's not a news event per se, but it is a media event that could have a big impact on the price. And that is Michael Saylor supposedly is going on to Joe Rogan's podcast. So we all know how Joe Rogan has a massive platform. A lot of people that tune in there maybe don't know so much about Bitcoin. Maybe they're very skeptical about Bitcoin like Joe Rogan is. So we'll see. Maybe that turns the tides. Maybe that gives us enough FOMO to push prices up to 100K. So we'll have to wait and see on that one.
That
would be funny. Yeah, that'll be fun to see.
Yeah, Shaira said grandma hasn't called yet. So, okay, we'll wait for that.
Okay, then we can wait for 100K. That's a good indicator.
All right. I know we've been teasing you guys just a little bit here, but we wanted to wait, give some time for us to trade. But right now, I'm going to post into the chat the rules for our giveaway. All right. There's just a couple things that you'll need to do. And the first of those is to check out our Instagram. And let me just pull this up so you can see it. Let me know if you can see my Instagram here.
I'm going to pin it higher there. Let me just go pin it for one. Pin. There you go. So I think you can see.
Beautiful, beautiful. So the first thing you need to do to enter our giveaway for today is to follow us on Instagram, and that is at Chart Champions Official. This is pretty much a brand new account, so we're looking to grow a little bit here. And if you want to be enrolled into the giveaway chance for today, please go on to the post and make a comment. And as soon as you do that, you will get a direct message from us, and then you can follow the instructions there to make sure that you're into the raffle. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the chat. Also, if you haven't yet, please go to chartchampions.com, create a free account. And that way, if you win today, you will be able to claim your prize. Did I miss anything, guys? Yes.
Oh, what a rise that was.
Yeah, I am in the sorry, I am in the long, but I didn't expect this to do that, to be honest. So I'm going to move my stop to you were talking about the giveaway, and I was getting into that trade as we spoke. But yeah, this obviously moved very fast. Well, is that the news announcement right now, or what was that?
We do have Powell. We have Powell right now.
Right. Okay. Oh, yes. So I'm going to lock a little bit of this because I wasn't expecting this wick to happen. To be honest, I wasn't really prepared for this price action, but I was prepared to buy this pullback. But that's erratic. I don't like when it goes like that. I didn't even see, look, you can see here the shady area, the shaded area. I didn't even see this come up before. So I'm just going to move my stop up. Did you get in your trade as well?
Yeah, I'm also in a long trade. I did take the ES long trade, though. It was my key level retest.
Oh, right.
That retest got my entry here and now up to 75.
Yeah, that's what I was looking. I was looking for that low, and you saw that. Well, I did speak before. Like I liked it. It tried, and then it came just back one more time. And sometimes, I mean, we've seen it so many times. NQ does that, just comes down a little bit further, and it was always also there on that open on the M period and then come back down. So they just wanted to come and retest that K low. So for now, I'm looking for that L and then K high. That would be the target. And that's what I was looking for, that nice swing low formation on a 30-minute chart. And then you can take this at least to K. Let's have a look at ES. ES is broken. And look, we saw this before it even happened. So the sign of strength, like I said, was breaking that K high on L period. We did. And then we open first, pull back down to the open and the close of K and L. So that's the trade setup there. And here's the nice trade on NQ. I was also going to take this trade on ES, but obviously this happened so quick and I didn't want to interrupt you there, but obviously we didn't take that long. So let's just trail.
Wow. Interrupt me. Come on.
Beautiful trade. And that was the funniest comment. Someone said, boy, the CC giveaway moves markets. And that was the moment we saw this nice pump. But yeah, if you can share my screen real quick.
Yeah, sure.
This is now moving. So up 500 on the ES long trade. What a beautiful retest that was of the VWAP down here.
It's beautiful.
The reason, what I'm going to do though is trail my stop loss. We are nearing resistance now, and
we've got support at 209 on NQ. So I like to do. I don't like to have a take profit on the books. I always go with the boxing method. And if you're a champion, you know that. So a lot of traders often, and myself included, we tend to close trades way too early, and especially the good ones, especially like for example this one. I'm boxing in price. I can see some liquidity at the 220s, but I'm waiting for a swing low, and then I move this closer to price. So this is my stop loss. I'm going to zoom in so you can all see a little bit. I'm going to just go left a bit. Hopefully we don't get stopped out. But here's my stop. My stop is at $600 in profit. Okay, stop. And I'm waiting for a swing low. So we've got 1, 2. This one took that. That's fine. They removed the liquidity. Now I want to see this at least go and test those 20s. But sometimes this market, like I said earlier, can be a bit naughty. It can come down here. For example, 205s. I can see already the 10s, maybe potentially. So let's see. It looks like they want another little grab down here. So there's the 10s once. I'm going to try and zoom in really and keep the stop a little bit further away. And you've locked 600 regardless. And you could potentially then, if this finds the support here, let's have a look. Okay, so there's the 208s. We had the 205. So now I've got a nice swing low. Now I can say to myself, okay, if price comes below that 206, I want to be out. So boom, there you go. So now we've clocked 680. And this is the boxing method of just waiting for a swing low to form. And then regardless of whatever happens, you've made your bank. That's it. So now we can see it's either going to go to target or we're going to get stopped out. The two of one thing will happen. So let's keep an eye here and see if we can go to the 20s. Once we get to the 20s, we can then move to another swing low that forms here. So potentially the 10s, let's see if it holds. But regardless, we want to be out below those 8s. I'm going to move it. Actually, I'm going to leave it there. That's it. We're out of that trade. And now we can look for a re-entry because that trade is played out. And then now if we can go and break a swing low to the upside, we can go back into the same trade and aim for those 20s as well. Do you want me to share your screen, Severin?
I am now also out of this trade. It was 375 or something. So
yeah, 600.
Something along that lines on my ES trade. Your NQ trade paid a little bit more. But yeah, that was how quick you can make some profits on futures. That's why we all love to trade it. And what I was just seeing was that Bitcoin with this rise also had a little bit of a pop. So we can see that here, Bitcoin, a little bit of a rise. Now we're retesting this high time frame channel. So let's see if we claim that or reject here. That's what I'm keeping an eye on.
Excellent.
You flat, Scott?
Yes, flat. I was so funny. I was looking for that same trade, but I really wanted to retest the VWAP and that key level, but we didn't quite get there. It was a small front run, and then sometimes you just miss the trade.
Okay, I'm trying to get into a position. Yeah, there you go. So I'm filled. Let's see if we can push this to the 20s now, and I'm going to really lock it here. Let me share my screen. So there you go. I've got back into the same position, and I'm literally basically want to see if it either goes or it doesn't, and it doesn't want to go. Let me just give a tiny little bit more room. Oh no, those market makers, they really looks like they want to go 205s again. Keep it there. Let me zoom in so you can see. There you go. They're going to go 205. So Quite tempted just to move the stop down, but I want to keep the risk minimum. And this is what I like. It either goes or it doesn't. Either goes to 20s or it takes me out by losing 15 bucks. There you go. So 45. And there's bit support. Eaton, like Mr. Pac-Man. Yeah, they want those 5s. It looks like 5s. Could move it down. It's still valid. Yeah, but it would be nice to see those 20s being taken. But it looks like they want to come back below the 6 and into the 5s and then go and sweep that. You often hear Jim Dalton say, before the market rallies, he needs to break. And there you go, breaks, and it rallies. Always the same. There you go.
It's perfectly on the new open.
It's super funny. But look at that. They came to the 5s, and now they're going to go to 20s. But I'm out. Lost 15 bucks on that one, but 600 and something on the other. But, the trade is still there. It's valid. It's kind of beautiful how he plays. We'll watch this together.
As we got that move up, the whole tape just got painted green, and it's really stayed that way. There hasn't been a lot of sellers come in yet, so it's why you're seeing price just sort of bob around here at the 208s.
Yeah, yes, with a nice pull back to 16 though. That was really nice. Yeah, this is still valid, but it looks, look, they're waiting for that that like on BTC would be like a swing failure because it needs that much liquidity. And sometimes NQ can be the same, especially when you see the market just completely vanished like this. So, but yeah, those 20s look like they want to be tapped. BTC with a nice move back above it. Where's support here? 300s. This is it. So late in the day now, I don't really want to entertain a BTC trade. I would have if it was there. There you go. I mean, I hope you can see this. There's those. There they are. Those like cheeky market makers. Look at that. They literally came back down to those 5s. Look exactly as we were saying, and boom. That is so funny. Anyway, let's go. Back to you, boys.
Nice. Yeah, that was a beautiful rise right here into the levels I was looking at now. I'm not really interested in the short trade as of now. I can see quite a few longs on ES, so I'm just gonna stay out here. I saw a few comments
about... It's tempting to go back inside though. It is really tempted.
Yeah.
Because once it gets above the 20s, it can run. So let's see. I'm flat, as you. And it's coming back in, so that's a good decision. And they're back at the 5s again. There. You can see the order flow now on your screen there, so it's nice that I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got more screens now.
Yeah, now we have 8 screens.
This is cool.
Nice. And some people asking about whether we're gonna announce the winner today, and yes, we will do at the end of the stream.
And the winner gets a Ferrari, is it? A Ferrari or what was it? No, it's Lambo.
I think it's a Lamborghini.
Yeah, Lambo. Yeah, that's.
No, maybe it was a Rolex. I forget.
Nice one. Smash the likes, everybody. Go on, give us a like there.
Great to see you, Dirk, as well. Yeah, we're still looking. So we will on Anisim. I hope you're doing well. He says, dang, this is entertaining. You guys should do this at least once a week from now on. So actually that you mentioned it, we will be going live 3 times per week trading during the New York session for the month of November, just to get a little more exposure, meet some new people, spread the love a little bit. So yeah, we'll see what the prize is. It's going to be very exciting. How to join the giveaway. Okay, so for those who are just getting here, I will give a quick overview again. In order to enter the giveaway, please go to Instagram, follow the Chart Champions official account. That is at @ChartChampions_official. And there is a post on there with a beautiful gift on it, beautiful post. And you can just comment on that. And then we will pick from all the comments on that post of one person to win our prize for today.
Nice one.
Okay, hopefully you didn't get any trades while I was making the announcement, right?
May the winner wins. I'm looking for one on NQ still. I'm looking for a long on NQ. So, but I might have to. There will be a little delay. I just want to see those 20s taken. It might not happen, but I'm still looking actively. I like this little pullback there, back to the 5s. It's like a magnet. This 5 now. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times still lingering around there. So it may break before, but I do like it still. If they can come back at least down to the 100. So still looking on here. Especially when you zoom out and you don't see anything below into the 97, maybe 97s, yeah. So NQ likes the 97s and then up to 20s. But I'm just looking for a good risk to reward. So earlier when I got in, I knew exactly what my risk was. So now it's the same thing. I want to have a good risk to reward. So in other words, I want to see something here, like a pattern that gives me, okay, that will be my low, my risk down there at 202, for example, or let's say we hit 97. It looks like it might just go with antis, but let's say we did hit 98, 97, and then came back inside. That would have been my stop, and then I'd have a nice $500 trade, and the risk would be like $150. So always looking for that nice risk reward, because like I said earlier, once we get to those 20s, it might just slash through all the way up to, you know, the 30s and 35s. So it's really trying to break here above yesterday's RTH open. That's what we're working with, and I'll show you that here on the TPO profile. So this line here, the A, B, and C, that green line, this is yesterday's New York session open. That's why the market come here once, twice, 3 times now. So the market is trying to stay below that line on the bearish sort of like stance. So why we're finding that little friction here. Okay.
Yeah, I am scalping a short trade here on ES. This is just based off the new entry strategy on the 5-minute that is activated here. And for me, it is key resistance where we are now. It is a previous day value area high retest that's lining up with a daily value area high. I know that we've just seen a little bit of a pop here, but for me, my style, I can't look for a long trade up here. For me, short trade is better. We can see a little bit of a pullback here. Now, 100 profit. I'm going to see.
Take it to 19.
Yeah, I can see some stacked buy imbalances down there. So that's good. Now 150 down here is a good target. All of these stacked imbalances still in this short trade on NASDAQ. This is still up 1400.
How do we say it? Let it cook.
Let it cook. That's it. Yeah.
There you go, 22.
On the 5-minute, for the ones who are trading my new strategy, they know exactly why I entered. Nice confirmation here was these stacked sell imbalances on the 1-minute. Now looking at previous demand, we shouldn't really reclaim the previous day point of control. Okay, so here I want to see a rejection. If we do that, then I can move my stop loss. Looks like it. There we go. That's nice. This is previous demand. You don't want to see that claimed, right? You can see that here. This is trade management. You see, previous demand, price is testing. We can't claim, so it's still good to stay in the trade. But I can manage my trade now because there's no need to take that high once more. Still, I would try to take it into the target down here. I'm expecting some support to step in now, as this is a previous stack buy imbalance.
As well as nice other support that we have down there.
And yeah, we're coming into close of the session, so I'm just gonna lock my NASDAQ trade 1500 here because I don't want to see massive volatility towards the end of the session. Here.
Good.
Let me see on ES. I want to see that 19 or 20. Let's just say
19.
20 would be good. 19.
19.
Let's,
go on.
let's
19.
set it for Igor. 19.
Do 20 because it might not
it's
get
all right.
there.
No.
There you go. So
1850.
look at that. Yeah. So NQ has just hit 21,187. So I think that could be a little place as well to think, okay, this might be a good place now.
That's
the
the
high
buyer stepped in as well.
Yeah, the high is still kind of like, they did lift that 220 earlier, but yeah, I'm sticking here. I'm still flat, still looking. But yeah, good trading session, and then I'll share some things that I obviously been sharing in the Discord group with the members. If you like BTC, you'll be very much entertained. So I'll take a couple of seconds to things if you post.
Here we go.
Because
Coming into 20 now. Sorry
There
to
you go.
interrupt.
19.
20 is it. You want to get that
Actually,
19 before
20.
you go.
Yeah, here is where we found the buyers, isn't it? That's where they broke to the upside. So we should see them again
I'm gonna
stepping
love
up.
this here.
Looking at the tape here. Yeah, there you go.
I
Did you
close
close?
it here with
Nice.
20 rise. Yeah.
All right, are we gonna go with the long here now, or are we gonna wait for a little pullback down to 90s? Or we're gonna
Just
over trading power hour just because we can.
Bitcoin having some trouble here with this preview. Look at this. If you're still on my screen,
I'm on your yeah, there you go.
high time frame
Ooh.
channel here. This is where we get that
There was a
rejection here.
yeah. Look at the liquidity void on the share my screen there. Look at NQ. Look how much that liquidity just vanished. What was that? The imbalances coming out. Not so much on the ES, but yes on NQ. Look.
Yes, did take the 19
Yeah.
you were right. So
yeah,
nice.
we came down. Yeah, I saw the 19 and there's 19, and we might find support here. So let's look. Potentially, we can take that long trade here on ES instead. Maybe not. Actually, doesn't look as clean as. It would have to come back above the 20s now, because otherwise it actually looks a little bit more bearish. So let's keep an eye, because yeah, you open the session, you come down first, and then you go all the way to break K again, and then to come back down. It's very much like what you're doing. There you go. So breaking below those 19, 16s. This is open of the session.
Yeah. So for me, my way of trading is I'm avoiding trades in the last 10 minutes of a session. So
But it's power hour.
I know. I
right.
do have a nice profit target for today, though,
Good.
so I see something.
Yes, price continuing lower here past the New York Open. Looks like finally some sellers are stepping in here.
Yes, there you go.
Party.
Coming in. But yeah, I'll just share some of the Discord messages that I've been putting in. I hope you can see the screen here on the left. So this is what I've been doing. This was yesterday. You know, like the plan all given out to the members, and then just updating as the day goes on. A lot of stuff happen, and I always tend to post just the like, for example, if I'm on a trade, I will share with the members. I always try to share right at the time. So for example, here yesterday 16.19 took a scalp long on BTC. If it holds, target the high, and obviously stop is that low. So it's not a signal per se, but it's like what I'm doing, and I always say it's not financial advice. But then a few minutes later, you know, we're up $1,000. Because that was the low. You know, there was a lot of confluence down here, but you know, it's not to say, oh, look at me, or look at this, or look at that. It's more so to look at the value that the technical analysis that we teach is respected, because we're looking at certain things in certain areas, and it's nice to see, and especially with the CME now having more volume and lots being traded, it does offer great respect. Yeah, a few memes there just to, you know, keep things light and funny. For example, on that long was like, the only problem you're gonna have is that you didn't buy more. It's quite funny. People, you know, see the humor, and we did bounce, and it goes to show that it's very much like we are on a very good uptrend on BTC. You know, these pullbacks come down to like VWAPs. This was actually a pivot. We had so much other stuff there, like so many things, and you then on the local time frame, like really like granular, like a 30-second even, you can go down and say, all right, that was my alert, the alert hit, okay, let me see if I can find a trade. And then you get like a little swing low, a little break in structure, meaning, okay, potentially the market is turning around. You look at order flow down here, you look at the clusters, the delta, you see what the volume is doing, and there you go, look, that's coming back down to our line. You look at this kind of stuff, you see, okay, do we have trap longs or trap shorts, or, you know, what do we have on order flow? And then you know, you take the trade. Obviously I try to share always on the time of taking the trade with the members, just to and then explaining, you know, this is why I took the trade. And that one, for example, just yesterday, I mean, we can go back and back, but you know, Severin is the same. But yeah, so that was 3.5K yesterday, or just on that trade from entry, and then explaining exactly what happened, you know, with the clusters. And back at 90K this morning again, nice plan. We just didn't get the drop as I was looking for, but you know, all the targets to the upside hit. So, and then more trades. Took the scalp long again. Look, this is at 16.45. Took the scalp long, not financial advice. Stop below another 500, and that was just to show. Okay, this was the exact time of taking the trade. Just to share and just to lock in with the members, what we're doing. So those are the kind of updates that we do throughout the day. So Severin, myself, Daniel as well. I mean, Daniel earlier was on an amazing short, and then I was on an amazing long, and we were both not counter trading each other, but it was nice to see. He's got a short, which if it's still going, really brilliant. And yeah, we're just looking for longs and shorts because it's it's trading, it's volatility, and it's what we do. So yeah, it's good to see. Anyway, back to your chart there. We are about to close in 4 minutes, and there you go, BTC coming down to our nice level. How cool is that? We point, we set an alert, and boom, there it is. So let's just monitor price here. But yeah, we've got only 4 minutes, so for me, I don't really want to take a trade here, but any other day of the week, you get like another candle printed, another one below and back above it. So this is the arrival candle, this is the level. It would be a nice swing low, especially when you go up to order flow and then you see the likes of nice support coming in. This is like a tick chart on the CME. 90,000, there you go, you can see 90,500. We're kind of like pinpointing, okay, where do we get that shift in structure? So currently you can see there is just sell. We can put the tape up, you can sell. So we want to see this turning around, and it's not doing so for now. Anyway, I'm going too quick. I hope a lot of you kept up, and if you can't, well, you need to join the champions. Anyway, I'm kidding. Okay, back to you boys.
Yeah, I was just going to say really quick, we're going to do our drawing in about 5 minutes. So if you haven't had the chance yet, please navigate over to Chart Champions Instagram. That is at @chartchampions_official. And then there will be a post from today with a big, giant, beautiful present on it. And if you comment on that, you'll be entered to win our prize for today. And we will announce that in about 5 minutes. So just giving a little more time for people to get in. And if you guys want, we can go over some questions, or if you're still hunting for a trade, we can do that as well.
Let's do some questions. 3 minutes left. I think I'm call it. But yeah,
Okay,
it's been fun. And smash those likes, please. I mean, if you have, because it brings more viewers, and that's what we're trying to do here, is to just bring more awareness to the. I mean, Chart Champions. In fact, we had our 5-year anniversary the other day. And that was lovely to see faces. Come join us, and this is what we want to try and do: grow the community. Check what we do.
Absolutely. And it's a pleasure to be here with you all, see some old faces, some old friends, as well as some new faces as well, asking some amazing questions. So this is a question. Let me see. You see, there's quite a few comments. I'm just scrolling through. All right. This is one question from Vikash. Vikash, hope you're well, my friend. So Severin is reading Napoleon Hill. Which of his other books is he reading? Which other books? Any books at the moment, Severin?
No, for me, it's going to be The Law of Success at the moment. That's what I'm reading, and I'm trying to finish that as soon as I can. But yeah, sometimes I don't find the time to read that much, but we will get there.
Yeah, it's hard to find time these days. It seems like the time is.
But Vikash,
try and add 3 kids to the mix.
Oh, yes. Vikash, let me know, what is your favorite book? Because I'm looking into new books already once that's finished.
Beautiful. Maybe a good question for Igor from EC. Do you follow the DXY for correlation, or is that just a distraction?
I used to when I was trading more the euro, but honestly now with the likes of NQ and ES and even BTC awaking, well, since 27K. There's volatility enough on these charts to keep us entertained. So now I don't really look at the DXY as much as I used to. For the inverse correlation with the euro used to be really good, but no, I don't. Questions?
Perfect. Let me see. Okay, can we still enter the giveaway if we are already a Champions member? Absolutely, Daniel. We can. You can. Anyone is welcome to enter. The prize will be available for everyone, both members and non-members. So, and this is a question from Jacob: is the Power Hour stream purely for futures and BTC trading, or do you look at traditional stock markets as well? What do you think, Severin?
Sorry, can you repeat that question? I was focusing on the charts very quick. Sorry.
Yeah, no. I see something on the charts that might be interesting. The question was, is the power hour purely for futures BTC trading, or do you all look at traditional markets as well?
So for me, it's always about which asset provides an opportunity. So mainly I'm looking at ES and Nasdaq, adding in Bitcoin and some altcoins. But if there's a setup on gold or whatever, I'm also open to be trading that as well.
Yeah, we don't marry the asset.
No, exactly.
We just want to trade from A to B. So typically what we'll do is we just scan the charts. We'll go from a higher time frame down to a lower time frame. Yeah, and we've got like templates to help us look for things that we always do. And those templates, we have all of them in the vault. There's templates for example, Quantower, which is the platform Scott and myself are using. The one there on Scott's Severin's screen, that's Atos. He's got amazing templates for that too. And then obviously TradingView, we use TradingView as well. So yeah, we scan the charts from top to bottom, and then whatever has an opportunity with good risk to reward, we jump on it with a solid plan. And then yeah, in every morning we do share our plan, our ideas, including Scott actually, on the futures channel.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I really like your daily plans, by the way. They are so structured and thought through. So I love that.
Scott's
Thank
plans.
You. It
is Scott's plans.
Oh, you don't like mine. Okay, fine.
I love your plans. I watch your streams every day. You know
that's where I got the idea. I got the idea from Mr. Igor. And honestly, it just helps me to put a narrative in my head of what's going on in these markets. And it's actually very challenging to write down what we know internally, right? Because we watch these markets every day, but to put it on paper, to really have a clear vision of what happened yesterday, what happened the day before, I think that was something that was missing in my trading, something that I was sort of trading day to day and not actually thinking about the full narrative and the full picture of the whole week and the whole month and the monthly values and everything. So now that I'm looking at that, it really is helpful for me. It is a bit of a challenge to do it every single day. So I may miss some days, but if you have a chance and you're in the chat.
No, you can't miss a day.
Yeah.
You can't. This is it.
All
right. Well, what do you think, Julie? The plans are really to help us formulate the day ahead. And I know Severin will back me on this, but when you make your plan, you pretty much have those levels already vivid in your memory because you got there in the first place. And those that are preset and those that are written down, you're going to have such a much better success rate by having that plan. And the plan doesn't have to be too complicated. I mean, I've tried to compact mine as much as I can. For example, look at my screen. So this would be, for example, my daily plan. This is BTC, this is the CME. I will break the sessions down into two, but I will just write a few things and this will be sufficient. And then I'll be like looking at my targets to the upside based on things I see here and based on previous value, previous market structure, you know, the trend, the overnight inventory, as well as the previous day. You can see all of the levels are there, and it just helps us get to you know, a good trade. And then obviously just set an alert, and once it gets to it, that's it. And it's just honestly, with the likes of TradingView, it's just so easy to keep everything in one place. And that's what I did. I transitioned from using different tools to make this, and now I have it all here, and then I take screenshots, and I think it just helps, like seeing the day progressing. And you can see here, look, this is BTC. Look, value is still building higher, even though we're back down at 90k. Look, we only just testing yesterday's value area high as we speak. So, you know, it's been a day that we've made a 95k nearly high. We've come down into today's value low, but it just keeps you in check, like the D profile shape. As I was explaining this morning, like the trend earlier this morning was very much like we're looking for that little squeeze high. If I put some candles in here, you'll see this is what we were looking for this morning, just a little pullback down and then push through. And that's what I was looking at. Like that's the trend high. That's the trend still coming from a, you know, a higher, a lower move with the gap. So this is a sign of strength. We want to follow price. And if you do a plan every day and you have that recap and preparation, what's going on? Yeah, BTC cooling off with a 2-day balance because obviously it's just really expanded. Look, 1 day, 2 days. So what do? We then look at the profile. What's the profile doing? Well, it's a D shape. Typically you want to see that D shape until you get that ignition, and boom, we got the ignition. We just didn't get into long, otherwise that would have been epic. But anyway, we can't get them all. But anyway, it's a good way You write this down, Severin, right? You have a better success because the level is fresh. And
Yeah.
it doesn't take too long. I mean, it takes what, 10, 20 minutes to scan a chart and to get this all written down, save it, move on to the next day. And then every day you just come in here and you just move the levels forward. Like you can just hide the bars and says, okay, there's the high, there's the low, just move this forward, or have an indicator that prints this for you. There you go. So even if you wanted an indicator, you got that. It'll just put all the highs and the lows there. So it's really quite simple. Yeah.
And just as you were saying, by the way, it is such a good practice to do the daily plans in the morning. And in fact, I always delete my boxes once I have made my post, and then I just remember them off the top of my head. So writing that out in the morning really helps me. And I was a bit distracted here because I was managing something in the background. And what I have done now is I have taken, nice move on Bitcoin. You can see that here.
Yeah.
I have actually taken profits right now. So I am still in a long trade since a very long time. So my entry is 24,871. That is a beautiful swing trade. And on this retest here, I've taken a few more profits on this one, still in an Ethereum trade from 1,633. I will share that in my trading channel in a bit, so when we finish the stream. But yeah, getting a little bit of rejection here. Maybe that is the top. We don't know, but it is the range highs.
But my grandma hasn't texted me yet asking about BTC. I don't think we're in it.
At the top.
When she does, I'll let you guys know. Typically,
yeah,
but it's the top.
It doesn't hurt to take a few profits at about 90,000. So
absolutely
not at all. Not at all. I did the same. I did the same today, or it must have been yesterday, right around 90,200. As soon as we broke that double high, I was like, this seems like a good place. Even though the price ran up a little bit more, it was, why not?
I have a friend who's called the top twice by saying, "Is this a good time to buy?" Yeah, it's quite funny.
So we'll wait till he texts you, and then we'll
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that text, and then we'll go, okay, time to sell.
It's consistency right there.
Yeah, it's consistency. That's 3 years running now. 3 times.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have 483 comments on our post here today. So thank you all for entering. And I think what I'm going to go ahead and do now is going to go and pick a winner. Guys,
you're going to do that. If you show your chart, I can.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me put that 1 second.
Right. Get the drum roll out.
Scanning here. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Should we do it? We get a drum roll going. Winners are being determined. Okay.
There you go.
I will stop sharing my screen so I can see that as well.
Yeah, hold on 1 sec. Actually, if you just switch the screen for a second, because it's asking me to create an account. I didn't know I was going to have to do this. So if you just switch the screen out for a second, I will create an account.
Just move it.
It says, in order to see the winner, I have to create an account. All right, give me a sec, guys. That is such a...
Let's go over BTC. BTC with the retracement down below 89,200 now and dropping. Yes, there you go. There's a nice take profit afternoon. Power hour closure and a take profit in the way. Lovely to see. Are you winning, Scott?
It's asking me now to create to enter payment information. So
all right,
that's not good.
Okay, I'll keep on my screen here. So let's take a look at the Mac 7. So Mac 7, Apple, kind of like sideways. See, let's take a look at good old, the biggest stock now. Coming back down to the 200. So this is the 200. Look at perfect test. So this is the second time. So once into value. Oh, everyone look at that. Into the value low at 143.95. So once, and it's your SR flip. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful, right? So amazing. Yeah. So if we can hold this 145s, this is a really good kind of like trade for the highs at 150s. That's a $5 range there. Nice. The trend is still making higher highs and higher lows. So yeah, this here.
Severin, I'm going to send you a DM. I think you're going to have to do it because I've already used my one free spin. So if you don't mind, I'll send this over to you, and maybe we can do it from yours.
Let's do it.
All right.
We'll
Sorry
get
about
there.
that, all. First time doing this, so of course got a little bit of difficulty here.
That's all right. I'll look at BTC. So you can see here. So BTC. So while Scott is doing that, I'll just go over the BTC higher time frame. So you've got like, and I did post a tweet the other day talking about this, that when we do break whatever the high or the low, we'd get immense follow through, and that's what we're seeing here. I mean, and that's what the thing I was talking earlier about the 50K back test. So we've got like 1 month, 2 months, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the 6th month, you do a failed auction into a previous month point of control. You then break that month's high, come back inside for that nice retest, off to the races, make a new all-time high at 75, and then with the gap. So we have a nice gap there as well. And we're just approaching that 100K, so 50, 100. That was the higher time frame sort of look on BTC. And it's funny because I remember while we were down there on the especially around 54, 57, I was bullish. I was really bullish, and I got a bit of slack from people saying, "Oh," but I was only just entertaining longs, and because I could see this, and I remember speaking to our members and saying about, and probably Eric is in the house, but he knows because I was talking to him about it. And I was looking at this chart, and I repeated, I said, I'm looking at this if it was a 5-minute chart, and it's very much like Severin, if 1, then 2. And it was pretty cool. I said, just let it cook, because even when you put like a trend line on the monthly, so each candle here or each profile represents that month. Even when you do this, you can just see how nice it was, like just a complete downtrend, but very controlled. Then obviously you break that trend line, you back test it, and you just go through. So yeah, it's just like a 5-minute chart, and it did take off. Now we have to do the other way. So all we have to do now is just this and just follow price going higher. While we're above that, it's still a bull market. We can go all the way down to 78 and still be okay. Just back, filling the gap and back testing the range high. So yeah, BTC looks good. And we saw it coming. Champion, you know that. We had a long time ago. This Apple say part. I'm gonna go on the daily here to control this. I take a couple of seconds. Are you winning there, Severin? I want to find out who the winner is.
Yes, so we have 506 people who joined this challenge. So I can now find the winners and then let you know. So just give me a second.
Just going to look for the point of control with 252.
Ah, that is nice. I'm going to share my screen, right? So we want to share that. Look at this one. Okay, so this is the post.
Let me go back to your screen.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Do some drums in the background. No, so it is 506 comments, and we have a winner, and that is Celine Zeidel 447. So that is amazing. And Scott, let her know what's going to happen next.
She's got to go around the corner and pick up the keys for a Lamborghini.
Yes, no, unfortunately it's not a Lamborghini, but it could potentially allow you to learn the skills to earn your own Lamborghini. It is a free Chart Champions membership. Can we get a round of applause for Celine? Yeah.
Nice one.
Nice.
And just reach out if you have any questions. We will get in touch with you on the back end to set you up with your new account with Chart Champions. So thank you all for playing. We will be doing this again. This is not our last time. Potentially doing it again tomorrow. If not tomorrow, we'll definitely do it later this week or early next week. So stay tuned for that. And with that, we can answer a few more questions, or we can go ahead and wrap it up, whatever you guys want to do.
Let's do 2 more questions. Pick them wisely. 1 for Scott. 1 for Sev, maybe 1 for me. And yeah, call her a day. I think it's been a good session. Yeah.
Wonderful. There were some good questions at the very beginning, so I'm just going through these.
We will do some more giveaways. I can see people already asking in the chat. There's going to be more, so just stay patient, join the live trading streams, and there's more to come. So
Yeah, we'll be doing this all the way through November.
Beautiful. And I'm actually not seeing any other questions here. I think we already covered it. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one from Shiva. How does Severin manage to look so good while trading?
But
That's a good question. How does he
let
do
me
that?
pin this.
Ooh.
So if people can, there you go. There he is.
Thank you.
Yeah, give us a turn there. Give us a turn.
I appreciate the comment. I just got a haircut today, by the way.
Oh yeah, it looks nice. All right. And Igor, one question for you, and we may have already touched on this a little bit, but do you guys think we will go to 98K on Bitcoin before a bigger retracement?
I think, well, you know, whatever happens, obviously we just follow price. And like, for example, right now we see a lot of red on the charts, you know, see this nice pullback. But let's not forget that for the past however weeks, you know, we've been going higher and higher. So it is okay to have a nice pullback. Especially on the, you know, at the close, it is nice to come back inside. And you still, I mean, look, let me just share my highs and lows. There you go. So this is the BTC, and I'm going to put the candles because I know probably can't see. I'm going to get rid of this. So this is BTC. This represents each day, and you remember this, Severin, the highs and lows indicators. Just such a great way.
I still use it. I still use
Really?
it. That was yeah, it's amazing.
Right, so this, you're looking at just a simple way. So the gray line, it's the start and the close and so on and so forth. So each one is a day. So this is a great way to follow a market and to look for signs of weakness, etc., etc. So far, since let's say 67, we made a higher high, that's the low, another higher high, and look, always seeking higher, and then gap. This is bullish. And then we made another higher high, higher low, higher high, another higher low, and we are not breaking any lows. Could do one now, but we're still, look, I mean, we're actually now back testing this previous day high there at 89,110. So, you know, again, reaching that nice support there. We've got the whole range. So this is just a nice way to see the market moving higher. And then let's just look for a downtrend so you can see, you know, the kind of like what happens is, if you want to then start shorting this market, you at least want to see a previous low being broken, like this one here. You want to see that being broken, and it says, okay, well, the market was going higher and higher and higher, but now it's going lower and lower and lower. So on pullbacks like that, you go short, and etc., etc., and then the market makes lower lows and lower highs. Yeah, it is okay to have a pullback, but you know, for now, this market is still bullish. And when we do break low previous day lows, then we can start, you know, the bearish side. Oh, so good. But yeah, this is a nice way to look at BTC, you know, with the higher highs and higher lows. And it's the same on NQ, it's the same on ES. You know, and look, on the ES, it's very much like 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 days of sideways. So this is waiting for that sort of like catalyst. Could be data, could be news. Today we had CPI, not much going on. To break out of this range. It's either going to break to the downside or the upside. We don't know, but you know, like the question was 98. Of course, it can go to 98, but you know, we just trade each day as it comes, and we don't fixate our targets on or our plans on such, you know, big levels, because then you get buyers and you don't actually see price. The best thing to do is to actually see price. So just look at price and say, where are we going? We're going higher. Okay, we'll trade for high. I think you're mute.
Yep, I was on mute there. And I just wanted to say, speaking of catalysts, we do have a couple big news events tomorrow. The producer price inflation month over month is 1 hour before New York. And then I misspoke. I said Fed Chair Powell was speaking today. He's actually speaking tomorrow. He's speaking tomorrow around power hour. So could be very, very interesting. You know, buckle up, strap in. This markets have been kind of in a range-bound environment. So we could see some fireworks maybe later this week. Yeah.
All right, perfect. So that's all the questions wrapped up. I hope you have all enjoying us here today. I think that's it from my side. We will be live again tomorrow, actually.
Yep.
So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in. That will be 2 p.m. UK time, I think. Yeah. So we'll be here for another fast markets live trading session where we'll be trading, obviously, or whatever market is moving, typically and more specifically Bitcoin, NQ and ES, and that's it from me. I'll see you tomorrow. Severin.
No, it's been a great session. So tomorrow's session will be 2 p.m. UK time, and that will be Igor and Scott. And then we will see if we do another special live trading stream at some point. You can always follow us on the socials. We will announce all public live trading streams over there, just for you to know. And yeah, that's been a great session. I hope you enjoyed this. I think we are up for some very interesting price action on Bitcoin as well as on the futures. So yeah, there's more to come, and see you in the next streams.
What?
Yes, last for me, just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who's tuning in here, joining us, taking some trades with us, learning and asking us amazing questions. And a huge shout out to Coach Igor and Coach Severin for letting me join them, having the opportunity to get on here, interact with you all, and take some live trades as well. So big thank you to everyone for joining. We hope to see you all tomorrow morning. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of the day or a great evening, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Perfect. All right. Thank
Great.
you.
Bye.
And goodbye.